What's good, fam? I thought I'd talk a little bit today about these riots and the protests again, and see if maybe we can just get some insights as to why these things are turning into such a shit show. God, I need to shave. Okay, but anyway, I thought I would. Well, first of all, I saw an ad on Facebook, an ad looking for crisis actors for a protest, the protest in Nashville. Now, crisis actors can be used for a variety of different things. A lot of people say that, and I'm not pushing this narrative at all. I don't believe it to be true, but a lot of people think that the parents from Sandy Hook were crisis actors. A lot of people have seen that video of that blonde dad who's laughing, kind of seems very jovial, and then he steps on the camera, and or he thinks that he's stepping on the camera, but he's been recorded the whole time, and he breaks into tears, and another thing crisis actors can be used for is to turn protests violent. Now, these protests, I have seen I've seen this in videos on YouTube and Facebook and shit of protesters inciting violence from the police, throwing bottles, you know. I'm not saying that any protester is asking to be killed or asking to be hurt by the police officers. You can say whatever you want. I don't care if you scream at the top of your lungs. You know, that's your First Amendment right. But the second you lay your hands on someone, things change, you know. And most of these people that are doing this stuff are white liberals, are white leftist anarcho-communists, and a lot of them are. A friend of mine, someone that I went to high school with, lives in Portland now, and she had an Instagram story about the protest in Portland. She said she was down there, and a bunch of white people who really weren't really being they weren't being intimidated or unjustly detained or anything. They started throwing water bottles at the police, and people started getting pepper sprayed. And I was very proud of her. She said that, if you are a white person, and I think this should go for anyone, but especially white people, I agree with her. If you're a white person, don't come into this protest with your own interests at heart. You know what I'm saying? Don't come to these protests because you hate cops and start some shit with cops, because you're going to end up getting someone of color hurt. You know what I'm saying? You're going to end up causing someone to get killed. And, it happened in Louisville. Look at that guy that owns the barbecue place. He used to feed cops for free at his establishment, and they ended up shooting and killing him because he was lumped in with these rioters. And it's just a shame. Our country is going to hell in a handbag real fast. And I don't see Trump helping it whatsoever. He told the 2A protesters to handle it, which is a bad plan. Take some leadership, Trump. That's just ridiculous to tell other protesters who are out there protesting for other reasons to handle these guys. What does that even mean? And I'm just very disappointed with the state that our country is in. And I said earlier, I think I said earlier that I always looked up to MLK as a kid, and I was always taught, peaceful protest works. It doesn't seem to be working, y'all. We've had MLK was 60 years ago. You know what I mean? We've had every opportunity to make things right. We've had every opportunity to change policy and change leadership and to get these pigs out of the police departments. And it's just not happening. You know, these riots, if anything, are bringing out a gang mentality in the police. They are showing how cops are, you know what I mean? In the George Floyd video, if you've seen it, there are 4 other cops standing around watching. They ought to be held just as accountable. Just as accountable. And it is a gang mentality, you know? No snitching. And I'm just not with it at all. I know I'm a rebel, you know? I know I hate authority. And you guys have probably picked up on that, but it's beyond just me hating authority. There is serious injustice in this country, and it's really starting to reveal itself. And, you know, it's going to get bad quick. And I would, if I were you, I would inform yourself, figure out which side you're on. And if you're not going to protest, if you're not going to go out and show your ass, prepare. Get ready. You know what I'm saying? You need canned food, you need water, you need guns. Protect yourself. You know what I mean? I understand if you are not if you don't want to if you're on the side of Black Lives Matter in this protest, you know, good for you. I'm proud of you. I am too. But you have to protect yourself first, no matter what. You know what I mean? I would die for these people, but I won't die from their hands. You know what I'm saying? I will die for pretty much anybody. I love everybody, and I know I say that all the time, but I fucking mean it, man. I would fucking die for you, but I'm not gonna let you kill me, you know? There's a difference. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Feel free to follow me on Facebook or Instagram or like this or whatever. Peace.